It's the Monday afternoon of July 27th, 2015, and this is Viscount, Saskatchewan. Notice that building down there. Behind us is busy Highway 16, the Yellowhead Highway, and looking south on Durham. Jim Pearson, in his Vanishing Sentinels Volume 2, identifies this as a privately constructed elevator located on the southwest edge of Viscount. Westerly 5 miles is Mosaic Corporation's Kalonzi Potash Mine, one of 3 in the neighborhood brought into production in the 1960s, the other 2 being at Allen and Guernsey. Viscount sits right at the border between glacial lake bed off to the west and undifferentiated glacial till to the east. So it's pretty good farmland. And looking east down the line, the Canadian Pacific built through here in 1907-08, an extension of the old Manitoba and Northwestern Railway at Yorkton, headed for Edmonton. I think the station stood off to the left down there at mile 65.1 from Wynyard on the Sutherland Sub. In 1908, CP dropped off a portable and used it while they built a standard number 5 station that year. It was demolished in 1973. Eastward down Amherst Avenue at Viscount Central Business District. The first building on the site was a store built by E. Como in the spring of 1907. The brick edifice is Viscount Place Apartments. That's the fire hall over there. Oh, fantastic tire collection. Wow. Settlers began arriving in this area in 1905, many of them from Germany. Remembered are the Koo brothers, the Ask brothers, the Dino or Dienos, the Bergs, Leil family, and the facades on the north side of Amherst Avenue, Railway Avenue, and other towns. And yes, you can get lunch right there. Curtis and I are headed there right after we finish filming. I think the station was down at the end of the street there, beyond the trees on the right. Across from it, on a siding on the south side of the main line, were the elevators. Western Grain, Maple Leaf Milling, and Inland Grain, all built in 1909. Saskatchewan Co-op Elevator in 1912, Ogilvy Flour in 1923, and Pioneer in 1950. All gone now. The last one was the Saskatchewan Co-op elevator brought down by the pool in 2002. The Viscount Hotel looks like an old-timey place. Typically on the corner lot though. And looking north up Durham Street. That's the village office up there, the little white building. Nice new brick-built credit union. The first bank in town was a branch of the Northern Crown Bank in 1909. Maybe on that same corner. Looking back down Durham to Amherst. There's the Viscount Stop and Shop. Quite an extensive CBD does the Viscount have. Lots of buildings. Well, you don't see many of those anymore. The village of Viscount was incorporated on December the 17th, 1908. In 2011, the population is holding steady at about 250. And the cenotaph on the corner of Bangor and Durham. The old fire hall, now the village shops. Nice and quiet this Monday afternoon. village office is in the old Beaver Lumber office. Library's in there now. It's on the other side of the office. A genuine alarm bell. In the alley behind the hotel, don't ask me why. This is the back of the Stop and Shop, and boy, that looks like a church apse. Viscount is the headquarters for the RM of Viscount number 341. Southbound Carleton. Postal Service came to the area with the Easterly Post Office established by Samuel Turbot on September the 1st, 1907. But on January the 1st, 1908, Comeau opened the post office of Viscount in his store on the town site. Easterly lasted another 10 months until November the 30th, 1908, when it was closed. This is the pretty brand new Viscount High School, K to 12. Not quite so new. Opposite side of town on Francis Street is St. Alphonsus Roman Catholic School. There's the recreation center. Got bowling, archery lane, curling in the wintertime. Play a little ball in Viscount, I see. Along Durham Street at Colburn Avenue. This looks like it might have been a church at one time, maybe St. John's Lutheran, built in the 1920s. Don't think it's a church though now. This is likely the United Church, built as a Presbyterian back in 1912. And St. Alphonse. First St. Alphonse was built way back in 1908. The same year the school district was established. Some new little bungalows and a housing development on the eastern edge of town. Looking back towards the head of eastern end of Amherst Street, and there's Viscount's famous flour mill. Built in the 1920s, Harry Carnation is a name associated with it. Stone ground grist and flour up until it closed in 2001. All right, let's have lunch. Out of town, eastward, named for the then famous Irish orator and judge who died in 1858, Viscount Horace Plunkett. Viscount, Saskatchewan. And in a backyard somewhere, the last elevator.